In a small village nestled at the foot of a towering mountain, there lived a young woman named Mira. Mira was known for her kindness, her gentle spirit, and her dreams as vast as the sky above the mountain that loomed over her village. From a young age, Mira had always wanted to climb the mountain. She would often stand at the base, looking up at its snow-capped peak, imagining what it would be like to see the world from such great heights. The villagers, however, would warn her, "That mountain is too tall, too dangerous. No one from our village has ever reached the top. It's impossible." But the more people told her it couldn't be done, the more Mira's desire grew. She knew deep down that she needed to try, even if everyone around her doubted her ability. One day, after years of dreaming and listening to her heart, she decided it was time to begin her journey. With only a small bag of supplies and her unshakable determination, Mira set off. The path was steep and treacherous, filled with rocks and narrow ledges. Every step required her full attention. There were moments when she stumbled, when her body ached, and her spirit wavered. The cold winds bit at her skin, and the altitude made it hard to breathe. Doubts crept in, whispering, maybe they were right. Maybe this is impossible. But each time the doubts arose, Mira pushed them aside. She focused on one step at a time, reminding herself why she started. It wasn't about proving the villagers wrong. It wasn't even about reaching the top. It was about the journey, about challenging herself, and about seeing how far she could go. As the days passed, the mountain became more unforgiving. But with every obstacle, Mira found new strength within herself. She learned to navigate the rocky terrain, to adapt to the changing weather, and to listen to the rhythm of her own heartbeat. She realized that the mountain was not her enemy, but her greatest teacher. Finally, after days of relentless climbing, Mira reached the summit. As she stood at the peak, the world unfolded before her in a breathtaking panorama. The sky was a brilliant blue, the air crisp and pure. She could see for miles rolling hills, forests, rivers, and the village where she had grown up, now just a tiny speck in the distance. Tears filled Mira's eyes, not just from the beauty of the view, but from the overwhelming sense of accomplishment. She had done it. She had faced her fears, defied the doubts, and reached the top of the mountain. When she returned to the village, the people were astonished. They couldn't believe that someone from their small village had actually conquered the mountain. Mira, however, didn't see herself as a conqueror. She saw herself as someone who had simply taken the first step, and then the next, until she reached her goal. She didn't need to tell the villagers that they could do it too. They saw it in her eyes, in her quiet confidence, and in the way she carried herself. And so, one by one, others began to take on their own challenges, inspired by Mira's courage to begin. Mira's story spread far and wide, becoming a legend in the village and beyond. But to her, it was never about the fame or the recognition. It was about the power of believing in yourself, of taking that first step, no matter how daunting the path may seem. Because sometimes, the hardest part of any journey is simply having the courage to begin.